Rubik's Cubes. What do Rubik's Cubes have to do with disciple making? Well, let me give you 4 keys to becoming a better disciple that we can learn from Rubik's Cubes. A few years back, my kiddos fell in love with Rubik's Cubes. They spent hours upon hours learning the skills and crafting their abilities. I'm amazed at what they can accomplish. Look at some of these. I don't understand, nor will I ever completely understand how they do it. But the thing that I'm most overwhelmed by is how they've taught others to love Rubik's Cubes too. We had some friends visit, and our kids had the opportunity to share their skills and love for Rubik's Cubes. They spent a lot of time walking through algorithms, talking through skills, improving their speed, the different types of cubes and which ones are better and which ones are best for this and for that. They were captivated by our kids' love and knowledge of Rubik's Cubes. A few months later, I'm scrolling through social media and I find that our friends have literally bought Rubik's Cubes for their kiddos, and they're beginning to learn and go through the very same motions that our kids did. The thing that was even most exciting was to see their daughter beginning to teach her younger brother how to Rubik's Cube and how to solve these puzzles. And then it dawned on me, my kids just made disciples. God left a clear command to his followers as he left to go to be with the Father. He wanted them to baptize, he wanted them to make disciples, and he finally wanted them to teach everyone everything that they had been taught by him. That's the very same thing I began to see my children doing with their friends, and their friends doing with their friends. And I couldn't help but wonder if this simple truth that they did without even being taught is something that each of us have in our hearts, in our minds, at the fingertips of our ability, if we just take time to do it. Let me spend just a few minutes with you sharing 4 key factors, 4 keys to becoming a disciple maker that are going to tie in with this story. Number 1, love it. Love the Lord. As my kids loved Rubik's Cubes, what do you love about your relationship with Jesus? And share it. And number 2, talk about it. I cannot begin to tell you how much my kids have talked and discussed the art of this puzzle. Talk about the things that you love. Share those things with others. How will they know if we don't talk about what we know? And number 3, spend time doing it. There were countless Saturday mornings when my kids would come downstairs, waking up in the morning, and they would have these in their hands. At lunch, they would be sitting next to the table. And in the evenings, before we prayed goodnight, they would be gathering the Rubik's Cubes because they spent time all day learning and playing and enjoying this simple puzzle. And number 4, invite others to join in with you. The reality of this set in when I was scrolling through social media and I saw that our friends' kids were doing the very same things that our kids had talked to them about and enjoyed doing together. It happened without them even trying, simply because it was something that they enjoyed doing. It was something that they felt like they had to share. It was something that they knew was important to them, so they wanted to share it with someone else. My challenge for you is to learn to love Jesus the way that my kids loved Rubik's Cubes. Allow Rubik's Cubes to be a reminder of the simplicity of making disciples.